but I just got tired of working for the man, not getting any appreciation and whatnot. And I just said, you know what, if they're business owners, why can't I be a business owner? At that time, I didn't want to do anything in the medical field, even though I was or still am a registered nurse and I love my profession, but I want to do something different, something that I could be passionate about and really enjoyed. And, I'm a foodie. I've always loved food. I always wanted to do a restaurant. And I just came up with the idea of starting a restaurant. I knew I didn't have what it took to do it by myself because, again, I was in the medical profession, not in the food service industry. That's when my best friend came in, which is my business partner, Ram Ramirez. Ram had been in food service for over 20 some odd years. He had been in general manager position at Golden Corral for some odd, maybe 15 years. He was a general manager at First Cafeteria for a few years and got recruited by Golden Corral from First Cafeteria. So I knew he had the knowledge. I knew he had the food service background. I knew he had the ability. And I knew that I had the customer service sense. I knew that I had the ingenuity and the ideas to do it, but I just didn't know how to carry it out. So that's why I kind of reached out to him and partnered up with him. I tell everybody, unless you're prepared to be married to your business, you know what I mean, don't do it. A lot of people say, oh yeah, everybody try to start their own business. And I used to think that way until we did it. And opening a business and starting a business is hard. I don't care who tells you what. I don't care if they tell you how easy it is, how everybody can do it. Everybody can do it if they have the right resources. Being that we're in a rural area, our resources were limited. If we had to do it again, we would do some things different, but not too many things. But I think lack of resources. If I had to choose one thing to just concentrate, that would be lack of resources, being in rural areas compared to being in a different area. Yeah, it just means a lot of hard work, a lot of tenacity, a lot of research, a lot of grinding, a lot of working, and just to make your dream come true, and be successful in one shape, fashion, form, or another. The opening of the restaurant wasn't an issue because, we had the food service background for my partner, Ram. Doing the marketing and all that good stuff, the designing and stuff was not an issue because, I had that imagined in my brain. I was able to draw it out and do, what we had to do. I think our biggest challenge was knowing how to run a business. Hey, you're going to make X amount of dollars, put 30% aside for this, put 40% aside for this, put, 10% aside for salaries. Make sure you put money away for your insurances. It was just, we went too fast with not knowing what we should have known, you know what I mean? And it just, I would say that was our biggest challenge, just the lack of the business sense. If we would have had a little more business sense, business savvy, business education, accounting 101, another one of our pitfalls was we were just trying to make ends meet with the money we were bringing in, that we didn't really set money aside. We didn't have a budget per se because we didn't have a background, and that's kind of where you guys came in when Bonisha and Sergio and everybody came to help us out with that budget tool. So I think if we would the only thing I would do different is just have a little bit better education, a little bit more business background, a little bit more business help to know what we were getting into, because we literally came into this blind. It was just like, hey, here's your check, here's your money, open your business. If it wouldn't have been for the money that the city had allocated from those USDA funds, there's no way we would have opened our business. I can't tell you that I could have just, called up on Ram and say, hey, let's start a business. You put XYZ amount of dollars, I'll put XYZ amount of dollars, and we're going to open this restaurant. There's no way we would have done it without the funds that were allocated for us from the USDA through the city of Greenville. So I think with rural America, there's a lot of towns that don't have those resources. We've looked to expanding. We've looked at, opening other restaurants. Our dream has always been to open 5 of these restaurants and then figure it out from there, meaning, are we going to continue managing these 5 or are we going to look into franchising? So we've looked into some key towns that we wanted to move into. And, us, again, thinking that we had the same resources as Rainbow, we go to the EDCs and be like, hey, Mr. Economic Development Corporation, we want to bring in a new business. We want to, hire employees. We want to bring in revenue for you. Can you help us with some assistance? And they're like, man, unfortunately, we're not a 501(c)(3), whatever that the city is, or, we don't get those kind of funds. So we have no money to help you. We can give you tax abatements and we can help you find a place, but we don't have money to help you start. So it's like, I think we were lucky to get the funds that we did. So I guess to answer your question, I think the biggest challenge in rural businesses faces is assistance or funding or that kind of assistance to help them start
Yeah.
their business. I think everything, just number one, do your research. Do your research. Make sure you know what it is you want to do, why you want to do it, how you want to do it, where you're going to do it, and when you're going to do it. And I think number two would be get educated on business 101, accounting 101. Again, a lot of the mistakes we made were accounting issues and business issues because we didn't know how to handle money. I mean, yeah, I can manage the budget in my household, but managing a budget for a restaurant, we have over 30 employees, payroll, social security taxes, workman's comp insurance. I mean, it's not just, 40 hours, $10 an hour, here's your $400 check. It doesn't work that way. Number one would be preparation. Prepare yourself. We're living in a world of the unknown right now where, even kids going back to school, they don't know how that's going to work. Some businesses opening the doors, they don't know how that's going to work. Preparation. Be ready. Be ready for anything, So number one is prepare. Preparation. Be ready for whatever comes. We have to shut our doors. Be ready to, adapt. That being the second thing I would recommend, adaptability. Be adaptable to whatever situations come. Just because, like our example, we have to go through a shutdown doesn't mean you have to go out of business. Adapt to where, like us, we offer delivery service. We've never offered delivery service. And believe it or not, it became so popular that now that we're open again, we're still busy with doing delivery service. That's an avenue of business we had never explored before because we had no need to. But because the need arose, we were able to adapt. We were able to benefit from that to where we're doing delivery now.